Hi there, thanks for joining us for Together. I'm Karen Leigh. This show is dedicated to the inspiring positive stories happening in our community. And today we are doing something a little bit different. We're focusing our entire show on the amazing things happening in schools across the state. We thought, what better way to celebrate the end of the school year than by showcasing how students, parents, and teachers are coming together for Colorado. So sit down with the kiddos and enjoy. Schools are an important part of our communities, and students can be even more successful when local businesses support them. That is certainly the case for a restaurant owner in Denver. Michael Abeda shares how he taught two kids a big lesson and how they taught him a few things too.
These students had no idea writing a letter to their favorite restaurant would end with this big assembly. But for these kids, it was about more than just recognition. It was about improving the environment.
It makes me think like, wow, I can do this. I can make a change in the world.
How these kids convinced a restaurant owner to make an important change. That's on Together.
Well, it is one of the most common forms of discipline, but one school in Denver is ditching detention in favor of reflection. Joel Hillen takes us to a class.
Your breath. I teach children the practice of yoga and meditation.
It's not every day you see kids doing yoga, but here it's the norm. The school is reevaluating the way they discipline kids. The first step? Getting rid of detention.
What's more important, punishing kids for a mistake they've made or teaching them some skills?
Skills that go beyond the classroom.
And maybe when they're like, I don't know, riding a bike, they can take deep breath. And I'm like, oh, I'm using my yoga breath.
A detention of reflection. Coming up on Together.
Destination Imagination is an organization that is teaching students problem-solving skills worldwide. And for some students in the Cherry Creek School District, it's teaching them a whole lot more. Sean Chidness explains.
What did your team decide to do about it?
These students are producing a mock newscast.
I'm over here in Houston, Texas, and boy, is it windy!
While they're having a blast, the point is to bring attention to a serious natural disaster.
Whoa, this just in. We've got some severe weather coming in.
How this show is encouraging kids to come together and help other schools in need. That's later on Together.
I have more on those stories in just a moment. First, though, I want to tell you about a little boy in Summit County who is inspiring a whole community to come together for Colorado. The 4-year-old noticed some of his friends couldn't afford a hot lunch in school, so he started a giving campaign that encouraged others to pay it forward. Matt Kroschel and photojournalist John Mason share this inspiring story.
It's almost $880 a year to feed your child school lunch hot.
Tanya Cohen struggles to make ends meet. Her family doesn't qualify for free or reduced lunch. They fall in a little-known crack.
Because we make too much. But then we still struggle every single paycheck, living that paycheck to paycheck.
Her second-grade son's outstanding lunch balance was due. She didn't know how they would pay for it. Then something pretty amazing happened.
That an anonymous donation was made to the school for anybody who has negative account balances.
Tanya took to Facebook, not knowing who made that donation. She received a message
and found out that it was from a 4-year-old child that only wanted his friends to have hot lunch every day with him. And I thought that was the most amazing thing for a 4-year-old to do that.
Back on Facebook, Tanya shared the amazing update.
And this is one little nugget of a story that turned into this huge act of giving.
Thousands of dollars now pledged, all because a little boy wanted to make sure his friends had a hot lunch too.
To see all these people coming together and saying, what can we do as a community to help, makes me so blessed.
Beautiful indeed. Well, some people worry that letter writing might be a thing of the past. But at Wood Highlands Ranch School, they are making sure the tradition stays alive. And they're doing it by having kids become pen pals with senior citizens in our community. Last month, the kids from Cherry Hills Christian School finally got to meet their new friends. They had been writing to each other at the Holly Creek Retirement Community in Centennial since November. But they didn't put a name to the face until today. These kids brought cookies, books, and other treats for their meet and greet.
It was wonderful because I knew they were happy to see me. and I was happy to see them.
It was fun, and hanging out with my pen pal was a good time.
Well, besides teaching important writing skills, the school's PTA also started the Pen Pal program so that the kids could interact with people from another generation. A Denver restaurant is making some major changes thanks to students who came together for Colorado's environment. It started as a simple assignment for 5th graders at Teller Elementary, but as Michael Abeda explains, it ended with a big lesson.
That's right.
Steve's Snappin' Dogs on Colfax in Denver is a popular place to grab a bite to eat and something cold to wash it down with.
Corona.
Or maybe something softer.
Guys, thanks for coming.
Owner Steve Ballas is used to hearing from his customers.
This is the letter that I received March 5th. I love to eat at Steve's Snappin' Dogs, but.
I'm like, but.
This letter is from Rebecca Rolson, a 5th grader at Teller Elementary, which is just down the street.
You use a lot of plastic straws. Using so many plastic straws is very bad for the environment. I'm asking you today to start using reusable straws. We use enough
plastic straws to wrap around the earth 2.5 times.
How am I going to answer this letter?
Rebecca and her classmates were assigned to write a letter to their favorite restaurant to ask them to ditch plastic straws. She and her classmate Perry chose Steve's Snappin' Dogs.
It's killing animals and hurting the ecosystem.
But they didn't think their voice would be heard.
I was not expecting to get a letter back.
And they were right. They didn't get a letter back. Instead, they got pulled out of class and shuffled into the auditorium where Steve was waiting to deliver some good news. Because of their letters, he's switching from plastic straws to eco-friendly straws at both Steve's locations.
And this particular straw is 100% compostable. It's made from plants.
They each got a plaque, and their whole class got a free scoop of ice cream from Steve because he wants them to know their voices matter.
Just because you're in 4th grade or 5th grade, you got an idea, share it. It might be a good idea.
This is yay.
Yay, for sure. Well, one of my favorite things about sharing these stories is getting to highlight the giving nature of kids. Chaparral High School basketball players have been helping younger students all year. They're sharing their skills both on and off the court. Twice a week, the teens work with 5th graders at Pine Grove Elementary in Parker. But they do more than just play ball. They also help with math and reading. And more importantly, they give the kids someone to look up to.
They inspire us. We talk about them every day at recess.
Last time I was here, when I was walking out, some kid asked me for my autograph.
The Wolverines coach says mentoring the kids puts positive pressure on his players. So it's a win-win, or in this case, a slam dunk for everybody. Love those smiles. Well, students and teachers in Aurora are coming together for a young woman, in the fight of her life. How eating a spicy pepper and stuffing your face with donuts supports a 13-year-old with cancer. Another great thing happening in our schools is the way students support each other. In Aurora, kids are standing by the daughter of a police officer who is fighting cancer. Black Forest Hills Elementary is supporting 13-year-old Taylor Ellison. She's fighting cancer for a second time. Well, teachers and students at her former school joined the Ring of Fire Challenge in her honor. They had to either eat a habanero pepper or eat 3 donuts in 1 minute. Even music teacher Jeff Gleason took it one step further, shaved his head. His hair was donated to a nonprofit that makes wigs for kids. Now, Taylor and her family could not have been more grateful for everyone's support.
It's more than we could have ever asked for or ever even hoped for. Let her know that we're here to support her and to help her battle through this all together as a united front.
Together, the school raised nearly $3,000 by taking part in the Ring of Fire Challenge. Look at all those kids. What a fun way to raise some money for her. That's great.
It was great.
Yeah, wasn't it? Well, there are so many amazing things happening at our schools. Lauren Whitney is here now to share even more of them. And I know so many people have posted pictures and stuff on social media of some really cool things going on.
You know, at the end of the year, too, with schools, there's so many fun activities. So take a look at this. This is a student from Emily Griffith High School, and you can see they're painting a new mural out there. He's very proud of his work, and you can see that as you drive past Lincoln, and it's just just a beautiful mural. And this is a field trip to the Botanic Gardens. This is from Good Shepherd Catholic School, and thanks to Mom Megan Sarr, who sent in this picture. And this is Carter Sarr and his friends enjoying the Botanic Gardens. Lots of end-of-the-year fun field trips as well. And this is a fun field day. Take a look at the kids. This is the Park Hill Elementary School. They're really enjoying the sunshine and the end of school activities. And this is Sam and his friend enjoying, the big parachute that you get to do there as well. Such cuties there. So thanks to Mom Amy Marloff for sending in those pictures.
So many fun times. What was your favorite thing at school when you were a kid?
I loved field day. Actually, I was walking it through the park earlier this week, saw all the kids doing field day, and I wanted to go participate.
I know when I asked my daughter what she loves the most, she goes, PE, Mom, outside.
Yeah,
the more often the better, right?
That's the best.
Well, always be sure to send your photos to us. We want to see you out enjoying Colorado with your family. So send us an email at togetherforcolorado@cbs.com. You can also post it on social media. Just use the hashtag #ForColorado, and we will be sure to share it right here on this show. Well, a group of dads making waves at Jeffco schools. They're spending their free time volunteering in the classroom. How their work is supporting students and the teachers. This week in our Together for Colorado calendar, on Wednesday, stretch off the workday and support felines in need at a cat yoga class. Donations from Cats on Mats will go directly to the Denver Animal Shelter. On Thursday, enjoy food and wine at Sip City. The benefit supports the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. On Friday, take part in the Denver Museum of Nature and Science's annual fundraiser, the After Dark Soiree. You can find more information on these and other events on the Together page at cbsdenver.com. Well, we recognize that all of you parents are a crucial part of your kids' success. In Jefferson County, fathers are taking an active role in their children's school lives. The dads are coming together for Colorado kids by taking part in what's called the Watchdogs program. At Denison Elementary in Lakewood, the focus is on safety. The dads patrol the school and make sure doors are locked, but the dads also lend a hand any way possible. Sometimes it means building shelves for the teachers or even cutting flashcards for students. The idea is to take the pressure off the teachers.
Well, just having an extra set of eyes to walk around, make sure doors are locked. Simple things that I think contribute to the safety of our students.
We all get something out of it, I believe, and it just keeps us coming back.
The Watchdog program has been at Denison for more than 5 years now, and it's not just for dads. Grandpas, uncles, and even adult brothers can take part. So many incredible and innovative things are happening in Colorado schools. For one example, Dow Elementary in Denver. The school took a common punishment, detention, and looked for a more positive way to reach children. What they came up with was something perhaps more impactful and certainly more peaceful. Joel Hillen and photojournalist Bill Mashore were there for the detention of reflection.
So lay down. I teach children the practice of yoga and meditation.
For Miss Trini and for the school, this is about reevaluating the way they discipline, not taking it easy on the kids.
Of your breath. Yoga and meditation, they're not necessarily an easy practice. I would say that it's challenging, but it's useful. Everything out.
What's more important, punishing kids for a mistake they've made or teaching them some skills that they can actually use in life to not make the same mistakes again?
Skills that transcend the classroom.
And you can do yoga and practice yoga anywhere, anytime. And maybe when they're riding a bike, they can take deep breath. And I'm like, oh, I'm using my yoga breath.
Math and reading and science and social studies are all so important to us here. But also, we're really in the business of teaching kids social and emotional skills that they can use for their lives. So how to solve problems, how to deal with complicated feelings, and things like that.
I'm relaxed, too, after watching that. Well, we hope you'll stay with us as we share more amazing stories of how students, teachers, and staff are coming together for Colorado. Plus, a special celebration for a teacher retiring after 3 decades. The lasting impression he's had on his students. Students are coming together to give a Colorado teacher the perfect send-off. They helped Ralph Sedano blast off into retirement.
3, 2, 1.
Hundreds of students gathered at South High School for this special rocket launch. It celebrated Mr. Sedano's 31 years of teaching fourth grade science at Steele Elementary. Why the rockets? Well, they're special to him. For the past 15 years, he has also been teaching a class where kids get to build and launch their own.
He was a really nice teacher, and so during his retirement, I wanted to congratulate him and I wanted to come see the last rocket launch that he did.
The rocket program is retiring along with Mr. Sedano, making this blast-off one for the books. Well, some third graders in Inglewood are learning early what it means to come together for those in need. The kids at Cottonwood Creek Elementary put together a skit that explains the help needed for victims of a natural disaster. It's all part of something called Destination Imagination. As Sean Chidness tells us, their achievement will allow them to compete internationally.
Whoa, this just in. We've got some severe weather coming in.
Waking up in August of last year, you may have seen something similar on TV.
Ashton Altieri is there now.
These third graders at Cottonwood Creek Elementary are recreating the breaking news of last summer.
We're acting as a news team, and we're acting like Hurricane Harvey just came in.
It's all part of the international competition, Destination Imagination.
A project that involves science, service learning, and fine arts.
This team decided to help a school in Texas affected by the hurricane. They raised money to send them school supplies, books, and toys.
The challenge is to meet a need in the world.
They competed at the regional and state level and now will go up against students from around the world.
I'm over here in Houston, Texas, and boy, is it windy!
Using a TV newscast to explain what they did for the challenge.
As you can see, I'm getting blown away!
All teams in Destination Imagination have to come up with their own idea.
We're putting others above ourselves.
Writing their own script and building all the pieces to go with their play.
You have to learn how to work well with your teammates. Thank you!
Pretty awesome mic drop. Well, a school project created a lifelong connection between a high school student and South Metro firefighters. As part of his Do Unto Others project, 15-year-old Kyle wanted to honor his great-grandfather who had served 30 years with Pueblo Fire. So he decided to serve a Sunday spaghetti dinner to those firefighters of Station 36. It's a tradition Kyle's great-grandpa started at his firehouse. Well, Kyle chose to serve the crew at South Metro because they helped save his life when he was only 3 weeks old and had trouble breathing. The firefighters say he definitely deserves an A+. Well, graduation is an exciting time, but for one Fort Collins student, he wasn't sure that he would ever make it across that stage. Connor Walsh ended up paralyzed after a drowsy driver hit him. Happened while he was walking to school back in 2015. Well, Connor spent 2 months at Craig Hospital learning everything from how to tie his shoes again to getting around in a wheelchair. Connor returned to Poudre High following a long recovery, and we are so happy to report that last weekend, Connor graduated, and he plans to get a culinary degree in the future. A big congratulations to Connor. Well, thanks for joining us on this special school edition of Together. We'll look forward to seeing you next week as we have more powerful stories of how people are coming together for Colorado. So please shoot me your ideas and most certainly your fun photos while you're out and about. And I'll be sure to share them right here on air. Until then, we have one more scene from our schools this year. It's students having fun at the 25th Annual Youth Water Festival in Aurora, as showcased by photojournalist Dale Atchison. Enjoy the laughter.
Right? And Aurora has 12 dams and lakes that we use to bring water to the city, right to your house. So we may go find a creek, and that notch is called a spillway.